Shelby and Michelle with Farmhouse Living, and welcome back to our channel. So today we are stuck inside due to quarantine, and so we decided to give you a home tour and talk about DIY projects Mom is actually not a DIYer.
No.
At all. But projects that she'd like to take on, so it's just a different spin on a home tour. So we've shown you the touch goal project, as we call it, before, but this is just, okay, this is the state the house is in, which is beautiful and amazing, and you're very pleased with your renovation, right?
Happy.
But even when you're completely done with a home, I feel like there's always something you could come up with to do.
Yeah, and this house has so much to do, and we're working on the outside now, and then I'll finally feel like it's complete really when we get the master done. The master bathroom is my big project. But I feel like so many people are taking this opportunity not just to shelter in place and love on your family and spend time in the Lord. I feel like we're also using this time to finish projects that we've just not gotten to, like laundry. Yeah.
Let's start with your living room. Is there anything you'd change in this space? Or
no, I love my living room, but I could use just an addition of a piece of art, maybe behind Dad's chair or on the mantle, just some additional artwork. This is an example. I still have Christmas art on the mantle, and I need to switch it out with something a little more spring.
Yeah.
Spring is here. It is a bunny, but it's a winter bunny, maybe a spring bunny. Be in order.
Yes, so if you have any art suggestions for Mom's fireplace, the fireplace in this room has been a very popular, people love the German schmear effect. Your kitchen is next on this tour. What would be, I think I know what you're gonna say you wanna change.
So we had a little contractor mishap whenever we did the kitchen. The tile crew wasn't really up to par, if you could use that word. I don't know how to say it. They didn't understand how to put this particular tile up, and I had to show them how to cut it, and I explained to them, and then after several minutes I was like, you know what guys, let's just let this go. I'll hire another tile guy. But I left and came back, and they had actually tried to put it up and didn't really do a good job. I just thought, okay, I'm gonna move on with my life. It's not that important. But my husband, who never has an opinion, came home and said, you gotta fix that. So anyway.
So to the naked eye, like if you were to host, people don't normally notice. But if you're like very particular and you're in it every day, it does kind of get,
it's just a hard tile to lay because of the pattern. It has to be really fitted tight.
But I want to be cautious of saying that, because I know that a lot of people have the desire to like spruce up their kitchen and do things, and so I don't want it to be like, oh wow, your kitchen looks Pinterest worthy, and like it sounds really nitpicky. But when you're like, we're just sharing different updates that we would make or eventually will make here in the Touch Gold project. So it's like you're loving
the kitchen. I mean, it's a dream. It's just a dream. Everything about it is perfect. I would not change one thing except.
Pro tip: if you are hiring professionals to hang tile, consider patterns that are less complex if you don't know how to direct them. Like a subway is a lot easier than a tiny,
just difficult.
So maybe ask the tile shop, would this be complicated for?
Yeah, and if you hire a professional that's very good at their craft, you'll be fine. Most contractors do hire professionals. These guys were kind of his jack of all trades and masters of none. So
anyway, it's awesome. We love this.
We love this room.
Quinn woke up from her nap, so she's going to join the tour. The next room that we're in is the dining room, which was once a formal
living and dining space.
Yes,
back in the day.
So, any updates you'd make in here?
Well, I need a piece of furniture, like a hutch or either a buffet on the other opposite wall. And then I feel like I could do art or plate wall and it'll be perfect. It's all done.
In a dream world, you would probably put doors to the patio.
In a dream world, I would put doors to the patio where the windows are. But when we moved in, the least expensive quote I got was $20,000. And because this house needed so much updating, and then the yard and the pool, and with all that we had to do, that's just like something if we win the lottery.
Everyone needs their like normal list and then your win the lottery list for your home. So that particular one. But we did see a good example in the last home tour we did. You can see in a playlist, the home tour playlist.
Yeah.
The Vale house, she just did 3 French doors and it was amazing.
Looked great.
So yeah, that's, I mean, that's like a you just want to scratch off.
Right. Right.
Like not a full-blown
$1 million lottery. Right.
Okay, so this is actually an area that we haven't shown online. It's your entry, and then there's a powder bath that you redid that's super cute.
And a guest room.
And a guest room, which, fun fact about Mom's guest rooms, they always happen to be green.
Lime green, not just green, like this crazy electric lime from the 80s that everybody was doing. Like every house I've had, because when we moved into our home when it was popular, I painted the guest room that color. Yeah. And then we moved into an existing home that had a guest room that color, so I just moved all the stuff right in there. And then so subsequently, this house has that green room because they hadn't updated from the 80s either. And Shelby's like, you can't change it.
Can't,
like,
it's tradition.
Now it's a tradition that you have this lime green bedroom.
And it's kind of fun. Everything's white. It, you know, everybody.
We just went boho with it, so it kind of worked.
Yeah.
You know.
So, but you would still probably make some updates in there if you could, or you.
I would paint it white. I would definitely paint it white. I might do that, even though it is a tradition. I mean, sometimes traditions are meant to break.
Maybe we can just incorporate the green somewhere. Yeah. Like, does anybody else have like a weird, like, or actually, I bet everybody just tosses all their old stuff in their guest room. Yeah. That's probably your tradition. It feels special when it's green, but really it's yeah, no. Anyways, the bathroom's really cute, so we'll put
bathroom's adorable.
So now your master.
Yeah, so this is the place where we have the most work left to do. And it's really, the master bedroom is fine. All we had to do was swap out the light in the ceiling and then the 2 lamps that were alongside the bed because they were really weird. But it is latte, which is last season, everyone had latte. And now we're having white, and so we need to update the space to paint the walls. And then the biggest thing we'll do is we'll replace this bathroom door with some doors that we bought in Forney at a antique.
I guess it's like a salvage yard warehouse.
Yeah, but most what they have is salvage doors.
Yeah.
And so these doors actually came from Egypt, which is interesting, but they're the right height. European doors are typically, they're way too tall. So I'm still gonna have to cut a much bigger doorway, but it's gonna be amazing. And excuse you. And then we're gonna have to really overhaul the master bath because we're gonna do some really, really fun tile in the new bathroom, and it's gonna be just, it's gonna be a dream.
Well, we haven't found it yet.
Well, we have. I mean, we know.
She knows what she wants.
I know what I want.
Everything she's found is like $32 a square foot.
But we'll find it knocked off somehow. Hey, do you want to show them outside?
Oh, yeah. So a current, like an actual project that Mom's working on. Let's show them upstairs and then we'll go outside.
Oh, upstairs kind of dirty.
Well, I just wanted to show them the tile,
Okay.
Hi. Okay, so now we're upstairs, which we have shown some stuff up here. Our last 2 projects, one has been super popular on the blog this week, which was painting the tile floor in the Jack and Jill bathroom. It was just a cost-effective way to get it done sooner than saving to replace the tile. And also, that it was a quicker way to get it done.
Yeah.
So sometimes scheduling people to demo a bathroom and do all of that is a little overwhelming, whereas buying paint is not. And so one of our biggest questions we get on the blog is, will it scratch? Does it chip? How's it holding up? It's holding up great, y'all.
Yeah.
And my brother is actually staying in there. He's home from college, and he's very messy. And Mom
all
has
his friends come, and so
all his
I mean, it's
friends,
been very used. The bathroom gets used really regularly. So
dogs and college boys, and
Yeah.
so it's holding up just great. And so yes, we recommend that. The other project that we did up here was Quinn's 1-year-old room, as Mom likes to call it. And so in that room, it called for an accent wall for sure, but it didn't really have a place for it because of the window placement.
Yeah.
And so Mom decided to paint the peeling pink, the peeling pink.
the ceiling pink.
The ceiling.
Listen, in my house in the country before we moved back to town, I did a ceiling treatment. Oh goodness. Oh, I did a ceiling treatment on every single ceiling.
Yeah.
It was like every room had like wallpaper or a
Something.
dome or something just crazy. Like I was just like, I'm just gonna use this house and make it like
Look up.
my own art. Yeah, so that's what we did. We made every room make you look up.
So anyways, if you're bored, your room just needs something,
Paint the ceiling.
yeah, and that color has been, that's a question that we get on that particular post a lot, is what color is it? It is Sherwin-Williams Mellow Coral, and it's an amazing pink. I know it's called coral, but I would definitely call it pink, not coral. So anyways, now we're gonna take you to Mom's current actual project that she's so excited about. She's
Most
actually
excited.
been working on for a long time, but it's in progress, so
Yeah.
there is a part that's kind of scary. So
Don't judge us.
it's not gonna be so Instagrammable as
No.
the typical.
Not now.
So let's go. Now we're in Mom's backyard, which has been a huge project. I guess I wouldn't even say a huge project, just something. At one point I said, if you call me and talk about your pool and your patio one more time.
So I would say that the most, or just real high up there, is the yard for me. And the backyard should be a sanctuary, someplace that you can just go and you know, and hang out. And so we knew when we bought the house that it would need major overhaul because the pool was leaking water and there was a large koi pond, huge koi pond that was basically not functioning, and it was just a breeding ground for mosquitoes and a lot of snakes. Yeah, lots of snakes because we live in the woods and it was just not fun. Yeah, so we decided to take this project on when the pool was just completely losing water. We knew it was leaking, but now it was like just half empty, and we had to do something about it because it was going to create an even bigger problem. So I started the project and then it started raining, and so I started in October, and my pool guys have not been able to get back to me. Meanwhile, I found the most wonderful couple who, this is what they've been doing for 30 years. They came in, helped me take the koi pond out, created this amazing stone rock climbing wall, which I'm gonna tell Quinn she can climb on. It's Quinn's climbing.
I think it's still dangerous,
but it's Quinn's climbing wall. No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun for all the kids, and also we're gonna have a fire pit because there was some very odd shaped alien looking fire bowl that they had back here, which
I thought it was like a watering, like a
you
bird
thought it was
bath.
a bird bath. Yeah, it was really bad. I didn't know what it was or if it could be removed. Fortunately, it was a gas fire bowl, so I just moved the gas line over so we could create this amazing fire pit that we're doing right now. And we're doing flower beds for gardening. We did raised beds so that I won't have to go to the store if we quarantine again. I'll have my own veggies.
We just decided we're gonna grow everything.
We're growing
but
everything.
just know we have no experience at all. But my chickens did start laying eggs this week, so
I feel like that was just a total gift
yeah, it was sweet of the
from
Lord
God.
to do that.
Yeah. So we are excited to share this with you, especially when it gets done. You're just gonna love it.
So yeah, the photos, the video that I'm gonna overlay is very much in progress.
Yes.
The pool is actually filled with like green and black.
Yeah, it's
scum.
algae. It's just green algae.
But it's all just, we wanted to show you not only like, just so you know, okay, there's before, middle, and then complete, but also even when you've done a lot, it's always fun to continue to make home and do, and it doesn't have to be expensive.
No.
But some things are expensive.
And yeah, now this is an expensive project, but getting back to that bathroom upstairs, really y'all, it's one of my favorite rooms, and we literally did not spend hardly any money doing it because we DIY'd everything. We put farm molding and hung some wallpaper. We did update the countertop. We took out the old shower doors, but we didn't do any tile. We just painted it, and voila.
Yeah. So if you have, so I hope this inspires you, whether you have a big project like your entire backyard being gutted, or just a lot of paint needed in your house. So the big and the little projects, we hope that you take your quarantine to create more home, or just enjoy your home as is with your family, and get some sun, guys. It's awesome weather now.
Yeah.
So yeah, enjoy. I hope that you like the video. So like if you do, and subscribe. It's normally your job to
subscribe below.
Subscribe below. All right, guys, have a good day. Maddie just helped us paint a piece of furniture, and she taught us how to do that. But while she's here, she's also a designer, so I wanted her to give one tip of like a designer to designer tip. What would she do to change things up?
Okay, I think you should change this, this, this. That was good. Okay, so I think in her living room there's a couple of blank spots. So I think, you know, when you think of a clock, you think it should go in the living room anyways. So I recommended that she put this clock on this wall, or this wall, whichever one she kind of is wanting. And then she has a cool mirror in the entry, and put the